So part A is 1,000 hours. Part B is 1,400 hours to 1,500 hours. And part C is 7. Please do not go and hand itchy and go and change the time. Use the time that is given to you. So they give you in 24-hour clock, you leave your time in 24-hour clock. What do we need to do here? Again, is just by observing the graph. At what time had the florist sold half the total number of flowers? So how many flowers were sold that day? If you look at the graph, this is the number of flowers that were sold that day, right? What is this number over here? If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 intervals, that means one interval is 5, right? That means this number over here, which is the total number of flowers sold, is 80. That means your halfway mark, you're looking for what number? You're looking for the number 40. Where would the number 40 be? The number 40 will be here. So always make sure you go and mark out on your diagram, on your graph. So 40 is here. And therefore, what time is this? 1,000 hours. Okay? B, during which 1 hour interval was there no flower sold? No flower sold means the number of flowers that were sold did not change. So the only part where there was no change is when there is a horizontal line. And that's why it is 1,400 to 1,500 hours. C, what was the average number of flowers sold from 1,100 to 1,600? So first things first, you need to read from the graph, 1,100, how many flowers were sold then? At 1,100 hours, 45 flowers have already been sold. At 1,400 hours, 80 flowers were sold in total. So the mistake that many of you made is you forgot to go and subtract. You needed to find the number of flowers sold from 1,100, which is here, right? That is what you needed to figure out. So some of you directly, I don't know what weird things you do, but you never go and take 80 minus 45. Right? This is the number of flowers sold, which is 80 minus 45 to give you 35. And then some of you go and divide by the wrong number of hours. If you are not sure, you go and count manually. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. So from 1,100 to 1,600 is only 5 hours. And therefore, for part C, 35 divided by 5 hours to give me an average of 7 sold per hour. Okay. There is a common mistake for part A of the question, which I forgot to mention. A lot of you say see half, right? Then what you do, you go and take the total and then you go and draw the halfway mark here. That is wrong because you need to check the total number of flowers that is sold. You don't just read directly from the graph, even though it says the graph goes all the way to 100, but you didn't sell 100 flowers. So you cannot just take the halfway mark of the graph. You have to go and look at the actual number of flowers that were sold, which is 80, and therefore the halfway mark should be 40. All right, that was a common mistake that I saw.